Connection terminated.
We're here at the Union Marketplace.
Email?
I'm here to register, sir.
Ooh, oh, you're a celebrity. Oh, man, we're glad to have you, dude. Hotmail? Dang, I've
had that since like middle school, bro.
in a hot minute. What's up, dude? Sorry about this. So this is our first place prize. We got the gold chain. We got our championship playmat for our first place prize, as well as our custom card for our winner. On top of that, we're doing a cash prize of $1,200 for first place.
Woo!
So this is the event, and we got it done now.
Yay! Okay, you guys, so this is one of the players. Oh my gosh, your badge.
Oh.
So what's your name?
Yuzio Lavinia. I'm also going by Digimon Gaming on YouTube. So
All
if you guys want to check it
right.
out, I'm representing the South Bay area. And just help me get to that. I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers. I just hit my 300 so far. So
You have more than me, so you have more than me, so.
it's a small, slowly, steady climb. But I'm here at the Pepper Breath Gauntlet, Del Mar Fairgrounds, and we're here.
Yes, thank you.
Alright guys, I'm here at the Del Mar Fairgrounds, and our true champion Steven won first place here with Metal Guru X. So how was it all for you going down, man?
Oh, super fun. I love San Diego. Grew up here for college, played all the time, and getting to come back for Digimon feels kind of special. I don't think I've ever played a tournament this far south from my hometown before, so it's really nice. Like you said, I played Metal Guru on X Anybody, the best deck for BT9. This is sort of my last big send-off event before BT10 starts rolling around, so really happy I could make a showcase of the deck that I think is the strongest.
Yep, so it's not really going anywhere in BT10 either, is it?
Nah, but it might change up a little bit. We might throw a copy of Death X in there. You never know.
Yeah, man, control that board. Alright, so let's start this off. So you got
So I'll go with the eggs, of course. We got the 4 copies of Tsunomon from BT5, just a generic power gainer for the deck. This deck multi-attacks, it attacks as soon as possible, gets plus security, so the stronger you can make your Garurumons, the more likely they're going to survive security. The 2 big magic numbers for your ultimates are 8 and 9. If you can get to 9k before you start attacking security, you're almost guaranteed safe, besides scary option cards or big level 6s.
Awesome.
And then speaking of big level 6s, let's move to those. We've got 3 copies of Metal Garurumon X Anybody, the namesake of the deck, and then 1 copy of the Metal Garurumon from EX1. This is the one that says when digivolving, for every 4 cards in your hand, gain a memory. I think the lowest I got it for today was free. I had 16 cards in my hand, dropped this for free. It was super cool. And then you evolve for 1 into Melga X, restand, bounce something. We've seen this before. Really
For sure.
There is maybe an argument to playing a second one of these, but 1's been more than enough. The deck's kind of tight for space.
Yeah, it is.
But nothing that's ever going to change, in my opinion, is the 4 copies of the Chroma Were Garurumon and 4 copies of the Were Garurumon X Anybody. I know people like Jose and even Jeffrey from Collector's Legion here in California love playing the 1 Sagittarius so they can evolve on top of this first, swing 2 damage, and then evolve into Were X on top of that, 2 more damage. That's fancy, that's cool. I don't even own a Sagittarius mode. I'm never even going to try to put it in this deck because I want to see Were Garurumon X Anybody as soon as possible, and there are actually game states where I don't even go for this before I go for this. I'll go straight into this first because my hand's like 5 cards, and the best way for me to cycle is to go into a Were X play. And so now I have this body with the X Anybody option card. I have like 1 or 2 of these in my hand to set up a second stack on the bench, and I have this to become a pseudo Metal Garurumon X Anybody that can block and control the board for me. Like, this is actually a really powerful control tool that I'll use a lot with this deck when I'm not going full on aggro.
So 8 level 5s, right?
Yeah, so 4 level 4s, 8 level 5s. This deck is really weird in how it's ratioed because your main attackers are your level 5s and your finishers are your level 6s and 7s. They're like a little extension just to guarantee win the game.
For sure.
Alrighty, on to level 4s now. We've got 4 copies of the Best Boy Garurumon X Antibody. This inheritable allows us to trash any 2 of the same level, like 2 level 3s, 2 level 4s, whatever, to battle protect our Digimon. So basically, in those rare situations where our ultimates are not strong enough to clear our opponent's security, they still survive and are able to attack again with potentially multiple security checks.
For sure.
On top of that, we have the regular Garurumons. In Garurumon, the promo from the same one as the Were Garurumon from 1.0.
Yep.
And then 2 Garurumon from BT5. Power gain, draws cards. Again, we want to make our dude strong when we can. This is also a cheap evolution for potentially choking when we're going wide instead of going tall. And then non-once per turn draw card is kind of stupid.
Yeah, I was drawing so much off of that.
All day. Rookies, we've got 4 Gabu X, 4 BT5 Gabu, 3 starter deck 8 Gabu, and then 1 Madoki Betamon. These 2 are the main searchers for the deck. They keep everything super consistent. We have another power gainer in the form of Gabu. A really important thing is the BT5 Garu and the starter Gabu are all turns. So when you go into like a 14k blocker Melga, you can stop a lot of stuff in this game. And even if they are stronger than you, you might have battle protection and survive anyway.
Yep.
And then we have the tech of Madoki Betamon in case they fight against Alpha, in case people stack their Mem boosts and don't spend them immediately, just drop this, punish them. It's really strong. Never gonna mess with that ratio. Works really well. And then finally for the Digimon, we have 1 copy of Blitz Omni, just a nice going for game card. This deck is really good at clearing out 5 security. It's that last swing that you need for game that can be a little tricky. You might buy your opponent 1 extra turn. This says, nope, 5 gone, I have a mega swing for game. Really good.
All right.
And now that we're done with the Digimon, let's talk about the option cards. Firstly, we have 3 copies of Blue Memory Boost. The main consistency piece searches the entire deck of all the important pieces and gives us 2 memory. I love using this as like a big explosive turn enabler. Speaking of enablers, we have the best one in the game and 3 copies of Hammer Spark. I call this the California Special because a long time ago at the beginning of BT9, the California players in Collector's Legion and other people that I know started playing this card, and I was like, yep, that's the only way to play this deck. It's so strong in security in hand. It's great. And then from there, we have one of my personal favorite one-ofs and a one-of Kakai's. The purpose it serves in here is to be a security bomb, a card you can check that in this meta of big stack go burr can just win you the entire game. I heard someone once say, like, if you can play a card that 1 out of every 10 games can win you a game, why wouldn't you play it? So yeah, one of, super nice, really useful. Another one of is Ice Wall. I tried to play more, but my Bandai rep called me and said I can't do that. But it is a nice way just to guarantee 1 more turn. Sometimes you don't draw the perfect hand, and you need to have that 1 last turn to set up. This can guarantee that for you, even against the most aggressive decks in BT9. And then finally, the last option card is 3 copies of X Antibody. This card enables the whole shebang, multi-attacking and then Digivolving, multiple suspensions, gaining plus security attack while you unsuspend, bouncing your opponent's Digimon with Metal Garurumon X. This card is super awesome. And finally, to round up the whole deck, we have 1 copy of Davis and 3 copies of the Coolest Boy as our chamber cards. Davis is like the best turn 1 play in this deck against Mirror Match, against Reaper, against D-Brigade. But after turn 1, I don't really see myself committing the turn to play it. I'd almost rather just evolve up and draw cards the hard way. But it's a nice one-of in security as well sometimes. Cool Boy is the card that I will spam and play as much as possible. Mark my words, this card is broken. It should have been limited or banned a long time ago. Maybe one day it will be. But for now, I played 3 and it was great.
All right, thank you so much, man. And that was it for you guys. The true champion took it all. Hey guys, how's it going? Digivoid Gaming here. So I went to go participate in today's tournament over at the Del Mar Fairgrounds that was sponsored by Invasion Toys here in San Diego, the Union Marketplace, and Slim Rips, the broker of Pokemon. And my buddy Keon set this whole thing up. It was called the Pepper Breath Gauntlet. As you can see, this is a nice fresh mat that you got for entry. And to be honest, I really like the quality. It's super clean. And along with that, I got some free sleeves and I got 5 BT 8 packs. So we're gonna crack those right now real quick. Then let's go to the first pack. See if we can pull it. Oh, let's see. There we go. And I want to give a little quick shout out to some of the people in the comments who gave me this method of revealing cards. It's so much better than before. I just still need to work on it a little bit better. So I had the habit of showing off the last cards, and sometimes it would just be like a giveaway, so it wasn't as impactful. But we got Flame Dramon. That's always good. Naruyamon. Nice. Second pack. There you go. Miss Memory Boost. Lightning Blade. Battle Gamma. Frozomon. Sanbon Dokkan. Ooh, sweet. A Fire Rocket. Kogamon. Namek-mon? What the fuck? Fremon. Hey, we got a Davis and Ken. And a Willis. Third pack. Here we go. Fangmon. Spinamon. Betelgeumamon. Armor texture. Surfimon. Master Tyrannomon. Ikakimon. Cherubimon. Another Kogamon. Cyclomon. Hey, we got a hero. Nice. And a Rapidmon. Damn. Tamers and 2 good Armor Purge. And an Oriumon. We got Cyclone. Armor Purge. No texture. Kokuamon. Catchmamamon. Terriermon. Black Gatomon. Is that a super? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, we got the Emperor himself. And a Flame Hell Scythe. Nice. Quick. Can we get an ult on the last pack? Pulsemon. Greymon. The blocker. Hookmon. Gazi. We got a Vmon. A Demi-Vmon. Come on. Really? Hey, we got the fighter mode. Sweet. So now, we're going to get into the discussion about the tournament real quick. It was 4 rounds. Unfortunately, there's only 16 players. The player cap was at 50. And just people had stuff to do, so it wasn't so much that the event wasn't going to pop off. It did go off. And there wasn't enough time for the advertising and to get everything together. They did the best they could, and to be honest, they did a really good job. I'm really hoping that next year they can do this again. I'll be more than glad to help out. And, you know, so that way we can keep this going and get Digimon on the map here in the South Bay. Well, mainly San Diego, the whole area. Because Del Mar is not that bad of a place to go play at, to be honest. It was nice, you know, it was kind of hot, but, you know, bearable. And yeah, it was pretty awesome. So I'm just gonna go over my rounds real quick. First round, I went up against true champion Steven. And I remember walking in knowing that he was gonna compete. And I remember telling her I don't want to go up against that guy in the first round. I must have manifested that when I said that, and obviously I had to go up against him on the first round because everyone's like, hey, good luck, good luck. I'm like, with what? And then he just comes up and sits in front of me. I'm like, oh man, like really? So I do have a match, and unfortunately I lost to him. I beat him in the first game, and I was just like thinking, okay, I just need to win the second game, and then I win this round. Went into second game. It snowballed out of control at like in the middle of the game, and then I lost. And then we went to third game. I opened up the opening hand. I went first too. It was 3 level 5s and 2 level 4s, and I just straight up bricked. I played a level 4, and I had a hard drop at level 4 to do something to play it out, and he just had the nuts for the deck because he was also playing Metal Guru X, and he just destroyed me at the end. So overall, I just want to say this, not that it really matters, but he went undefeated, but he only lost one game in the 4 rounds, and that one game was against me in the very first game of the first round. So I'll take that, you know. I didn't beat him in the match, but I almost got it. So that was that first round. It was exciting, actually. And then second round, I went up against a player who was playing a yellow deck. But unfortunately for him, you'll be able to see from the video, I 2-0'd him. I honestly didn't feel like it was fair at all. I tried to tell him I had an extra pair of sleeves of Dragon Shields, and he was playing with penny sleeves, which I've, you know, never really seen anyone do that. I even told him that they're not going to shuffle good, but he didn't listen. So, and that was his first tournament on top of everything, and he doesn't really play that much. So I just didn't feel like it was like earned well enough. I don't know. I mean, I'll take the win, obviously, because it is what it is. He didn't come prepared, apparently. There's $1,200 on the line, so I don't know why you wouldn't come prepared. Even if it was your first time, you know, like you just had to, well, I'm really happy that people showed up regardless, whether it was their first time or not. But, you know, you're paying for money. There's high stakes involved. You want to be playing, like, good, and you want to know what you're doing. So, unfortunately for him, he wasn't ready. So, I ended up winning that game. Then, that was second round. We went to third round. I played up against the Digimon player, and it was 2-1. He got it. I managed to win the second game, and then on the third game, he just straight up like destroyed me. He recovered way too much. And then finally, the fourth round, I went up against Galantmon X, and I managed to barely squeeze in those 2 wins. I managed to 2-0 that guy, and unfortunately for him too, his deck wasn't complete. He told me towards the end of the game. It was unfortunate for him, but I got the last round in, and I came in 7th out of the 16 players. And most of you already know, True Champion got first, obviously. And then I believe a guy named going by Kratos got second, so he won the case. And then third, oh man, I can't remember who came in third, but he got the $200. So overall, it was a fun experience. I just wish there was more players. There would have been 6 rounds had there been 50 people, because that was the initial like round lineup. So they cut it down by 2, so it was all right. And that was it. It was a little expensive, I can understand. It was $65, but the value of that was the fact that you had a 3-day pass to go to the event, because that fairground event for the vendors and the cards and stuff like that, it's a whole 3-day event. And unfortunately, the Digimon was just on the Sunday, so it was the last day. But you had the choice whether you wanted to go for all 3 days and, you know, make a whole experience of it too while you're playing the Digimon at the last day. And then, you know, you got the little stuff here like the mat and the sleeves and the packs. So I can't even say it was a bad deal. So with all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to everyone who made this possible. Mainly Keon, Clay for getting this started as a whole thing, along with Invasion Toys, the locals at San Diego here. Go check them out. They're in Kearney Villa, I believe. If not, I'm sorry for getting that address wrong, but it's just look up Invasion Toys. I want to thank Anthony Mack for organizing and getting all the pairings done. Had a little hiccups there, but he got it, and he got it done. Also want to thank Alan Hines for judging, and my buddy Ezekiel Sutton, goes by Zeke. And you guys know him as Coyotemon Plays as well on YouTube, so check out his channel. And yeah, thank you to everyone who participated, and hopefully next year it will be bigger and we'll have more people. So let's just spread the word for next year too. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You guys have a good one. Take it easy.